Hi, everybody. I'm Pastor Bill, and this is Fixing Things. Uh, this is my wife's Fat Boy Low. And so today, we're going to put some risers on these handlebars. These are the 1.25 inch handlebars that are come factory with the Fat Boy Lows. It's got the really beefy risers on them. But with my wife, this is what we're putting on. My wife, she's a shorty. Let me see if I can get my leg over it. Oh, I'm so sore. My wife is a shorty, and for me, this is comfortable. We even got a special seat on here that takes her almost 4 inches forward. Uh, I like the seat to sit back and a little bit. And I'm not a tall guy, I'm only 5'8". But this bike, ooh, it's not even locked up. For her, this bike is a big bike. This is a full size motorcycle, and so for her, she leans forward when she's riding it. So we're going to attempt to bring the handlebars to this position here, which is going to give the handlebars a more laid back position when she's riding. The only complications that we may have would be the cabling, and I don't think the clutch cable is going to be a problem. The throttles, I don't think they're going to be a problem either, and the brake line may be the only thing. Maybe we can get some slack out of it. Oh yeah, there's plenty of slack down on the other end. So let's get with it. Let's fix this thing. Man, this is a beautiful bike. Fat Boy Low. Plus, it's getting ready to rain. Oh, let me show you the stuff. This is the riser kit we're putting in it. It has a, see the bend in it. It also brings the handlebars back. So they lay at an angle anyways. So the higher your riser is, the more the handlebars are pulled back to you slightly. Depending on the model of motorcycle. Some of the rakes are a little further out. Some of the rakes are more straight down. But these come back another 1.5 inches, which not only is it a 6-inch riser, but it's pulling back also another 1.5 inches towards the driver. So let's get with it and start putting this on. All right, first thing I want to do is protect my wife's paint. This is a beautiful motorcycle, and I don't want to be scratching it up. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take these clamps off. I'm going to save all these parts because these parts are like brand new. This bike is like brand new. So what you don't want to be doing is throwing away expensive parts. If you're going to the Harley dealer and you wanted to buy these risers right here for your motorcycle, you're probably going to pay over $100-something for them. The first thing I noticed is they're not extremely tight. They're only going into soft aluminum. And again, these are metal going into aluminum. So when you reassemble your parts, you want to put some looby-dooby on them. I keep this motorcycle covered up, and I got to get my garage built because we never, when we moved, before we moved here, we never had the motorcycles in the rain, and we feel so bad that that's what we have to do when you have no place to put them, you know. And you know, certain storms, man, they'll lift the cover right off. I do want to say, if you like these videos, press like and subscribe, and share these videos, because you know, my whole intent with these videos is to bring you more videos that you may learn from and enjoy watching. Uh, and I enjoy doing them, but I enjoy doing this better. So if it came down to doing the videos and doing this, I'm going to be just doing this and not worry about the videos. So to make it worth my while and so that we can keep on doing this, share them. I need more subscribers. My you can go back and view my General E project. I get a lot of people comment on, how do you get parts? Where do you do this? How did you do that? What pressure is the radiator? What did you do? You know, and the fact is, with the radiator, I didn't do nothing with it. I didn't change the cap or do nothing with it. The cap was still good. This springy doodaddy was still good on it. So I really didn't do nothing with it. But I enjoy having the conversations with people, telling them how I got there. How did I get the hydraulics to work? How did I do that? So I enjoy doing it. So if you got questions, I will get back with you. All right, we'll go to the forward position or something. All right, so these are bolted from below. Great. I don't want to take the cover off. And that's part of the thing, I guess. All right, it's got a big bolt. Big bolt. So what I'm going to attempt to do is we'll clock the steering one way and get one bolt out. Trying not to scratch the motorcycle. Okay. We got to put the handlebars back on, at least to hold it. It is going to work that way, but you got to take the bolts out first. We're not going to tighten it up. We're just going to put the handlebars back in and put the bolts back in. Stay. You should have known better, Pastor Bill. This is my first time doing it. You shouldn't attempt these things unless you know what you're doing. How are you doing an instruction video? Well, if I do it wrong, then don't follow me. You know, sometimes you got to live and learn, you know. And I've seen instruction videos. They don't tell you every step to do. I don't tell you every step to do. Sometimes things are obvious. Most people ain't going to attempt to do certain things if it's out of their skill set. It may be getting ready to rain. I may be going inside. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. All right, that works really good. I didn't touch no metal doing it. No motorcycle was harmed making this video. All right, I don't want to take that one out yet because I want to clock the... Oh yeah, it's getting ready to rain. Ugh. Whoa. Do not knock the motorcycle over. Now there may be a few zip ties that need to be loosened up to get the wires to pull through. The wires tend to have quite a bit of play in them. Not a lot. You got to do ape hangers and stuff like that. You got to extend the wires. Trust me, I know. I got ape hangers on my motorcycle. All right. Now, I'm not sure if I have to use that, but I'm keeping it just in case. There's bolts in the kit, but I got to get it out to get the handlebars out. All right, this one's got a ground strap on it, so you got to remember to put the ground strap back on. I'm going to let this bolt hang here. All right. We'll save these for another project maybe. Never know. Someone may bring me a motorcycle and says, man, I want some 1.5-inch bars on my motorcycle. I got just what you need. You come on down to Pastor Bill's Motorcycle Repair Shop, and we'll fix it up. We fix things. $42.95. Maybe putting that away premature. Look at that, blooding myself already. I don't know what I got it on. Everything I did so far was easy. All right. I think we use the same original bolts to put the risers on. I thin. Because it sure looks the same as the factory on the one end, unless the threads are different. Let's see and find out. Yeah, I think those things are made for more than one motorcycle. All right, so we're gonna have to put some. We're gonna put a little bit of looby dooby on there. Don't want to put that on our motorcycle. Put it over here. What's that thing? Man, we're almost done. All right, that'll hold for now. A little bit of looby dooby on there. I'll put a little bit on the bolt too. Man, it's already looking cool. I don't like those, Pastor Bill. Well, they ain't yours. This is my wife's. All right. The Chancellor resistance. All right, the brake cable. I thought the brake cable was going to be the one that's going to be an issue. Come on, I want to get this done before the rain settles in. The bottom one definitely is Allen. I can get quite a bit of room. just off the bottom one alone. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen up the brake. I couldn't find my one the right size. I did find an Allen wrench that fits it pretty tight. I don't want to strip these things. Definitely this one needs grease when it goes back together. So this bottom one makes a sharp 90, and if we take that out, we can get a lot more slack out of it. We'll get the handlebars on, then make appropriate adjustments. Definitely that bolt's getting some grease going back on there. It did not like coming off there. Oh yeah, plenty of slack in it now. All right, now I got to make some slack in the electricals. Definitely got enough slack for the brakes, and that was the one I was worried about. All right, let me check one side first. So I think if we'll cut a few zip ties. Snip that zip tie right there. See, this one goes down into the headlight, and that was taking away some of my slack. All right. Whew. Definitely got to pull some more slack out of it. Do something with the clutch cable, but I can get that off after we do the install. So the handlebars are fitting up there. I still got to pull a little bit of slack. I got to looby-dooby these bolts. Don't looby-dooby them. They're stainless steel. Shut up. You don't have to looby-dooby the stainless steel. There's a lot of things in life you shouldn't have to looby-dooby. But bolts are one of the ones you looby-dooby. nice of it. Clamp down tight. I don't like that, all that gappage. I don't remember seeing all that gappage on the other one. Oh, I can get more slack right there by taking that one off. I'll get that in a second. Let me finish what I'm doing. Getting ahead of myself. All right, these throttle cables are kind of tight. Socket went way over there by the tractor. Which is another thing I got to get done today. My wife wants me to cut the grass before it rains. Whew. Okay, that's tight. All right, let's see what we can do about the throttle cables. Okay, I think I got it done. Now let's do I got the throttle cable loosened up. Got some slack in the stuff. Let's see if everything works. Ignition on. Neutral. Uh-oh. I just lost everything. Ooh, Oh, spider just jumped down on me. All right, let me check the battery. I just started it. Oh, man. Make sure it ain't something in my wires that I just did. Shouldn't be. I got slack. Comes on an accessory. What's going on? All right, now it did it. I better get that checked out before she rides it. All right, throttle check. Check. All the way to the one way. Check. All the way the other way. Check. Brake. Check. Clutch. Check. Turn signal. Check. Other turn signal. Check. Handlebars are rigid. Check. All right, so definitely, so I was right here and had a little bit of pressure. I could feel it on my back. Now I'm sitting straight up. I mean straight up. And she's a little shorter than me. I think she's gonna be comfortable. She was always worried because her hands were so far forward that it was pulling on the throttle cable. So I loosened the throttle cables up. That gives her a little bit of play in the throttle now. So it's not so snappy. And we'll let her give her a ride. I think Mother's Day, if it's not raining, we'll go for a ride. Let me see if what happened. I don't know what happened. Start. Okay, I think that's going to be it for this episode of Fixing Things with Pastor Bill. We put a set of 6-inch risers on that have an 1.5-inch pullback. It's going to make my wife very happy. We went through all the steps. It looks like the kit is made for more than one motorcycle, but when it fits on a Harley, you just use the factory hardware. The kit that I bought is for the 1.25-inch factory bars. A thing I don't like is the gap that is here. I don't like that. The factory one did not have that, but it does look good and it's functioning. I'm thinking maybe she might want a set of beach bars on this. And if I get the beach bars, we're definitely going to be looking at relocating longer throttle and definitely longer brakes. The brake thing is okay. There's slack in it. and it's not touching the fender going this way. In fact, we're good. Remember, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. All things. This is, I'll admit, this is not the first time I put some risers on a motorcycle or handlebars or anything like that. I've, I've done many of stuff like that. This is considered easy stuff, but if you follow the steps that I did and you see what I did, you can do those things too. I will tell you that sometimes adding risers to a motorcycle means you have to get longer cables and wires. I was lucky that I didn't have to pull the tank off to get access to the cables to get more slack out of them. There tends to be, for 6 inches, there tends to be enough there that you can, if you, by clipping some of the zip ties, you can get slack out of it, and which was the case on this. And I now have slack in my cables on both sides going down through the frame. In fact, I can pull more out of this one here, and I can pull more out of this one here. So we're good. What's next? What's next for Pastor Bill on Fixing Things? I have to get the Blazer running. That is next. If you haven't seen my episode where I put the brake, not the brake, the shifter tube on my F350, you should go back and check that. I just did that one this morning. We did this today. Before it rains, I'm going to try to pull the forms out. I'm not going to do a video of that, just in case. They're calling for rain, a lot of rain, and I do want to apologize ahead on my video where I did the footers. My card, my little card that SD card in the camera got full and the camera shut off. So that was an issue for me because now I lost footage, and I wanted to at least get some of us, getting the concrete, using the trough and stuff like that. But everything went together smooth on the pour, and so next I got to get the forms off and start backfilling with gravel in there and get my wire and get my next inspection. Getting off of these things is hard. You see, I lowered this bike. I slammed this bike to the ground. My bike is even lower because Pastor Bill can't get his leg up over stopping stuff anymore. God bless each and every one of you. I'll see you on the next episode of Fixing Things with Pastor Bill. Like and subscribe and do all those things that helps me get more subscribers and stuff. If it's your first time watching, please press subscribe. Go on to some of these other videos. It helps my algorithm and helps me get more views. And I want to have a lot of projects with you all. I really do. And those things help. I'm on my way. I'm moving up. I'm on my way. What's that song? Never mind. God bless you. Oh, yeah, I got this thing.